I'm standing by some of the original stone wall in Fredericksburg up by Mary's Heights by the sunken road, where Confederate sharpshooters stayed behind here, crouched down here, and while you see all these warm homesteads in the background, 155 years ago, with the exception of a few placed houses, almost all of this was completely open, bare, all the way 600 yards, all the way down to the river. And General Burnside had row after row after row of Union troops come marching straight at this position. They came forth. I mean, the way it worked out was you had a Confederate rifleman right here shooting, one right here. Okay, let's back up. You had one back here putting in the powder and the ball, one here putting in the cartridge, the next one handing it up, next guy firing it, just so they could keep a succession of rapid fire, keep continuously going. And the Union troops marched straight into this, a large number of volleys. And most Union troops did not get any closer than 50 yards of this particular spot. They kept coming and coming and coming from at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Burnside kept sending them, hoping that they would break. But this was pretty much a completely impregnable position. Almost for the, in this particular spot, for the 7,000 men that Burnside lost attacking this wall, the Confederates lost 1,000. So another major point, what happened here was coming back to the Irish Brigade, how they did something a little different. They came closer and they fought harder and got even closer than anyone else. What was interesting is they were coming here, and what was on this side of the line was Cobb's Legion, the Confederate Irish, the friends they'd made before. They were coming and they were shooting them. And the men had sprigs of boxwood in their cap to show that they were Irish. And they were coming forward, coming down the line, and they recognized them, and they were shooting at them. And there were some of the Confederate Irish who were begging them to turn back because they did not want to keep shooting them. But they kept coming, and they got even closer than anyone else. They got about 25 yards from the wall before the line finally broke. And the Irish Brigade went from 1,250 men to 200 men in less than 20 minutes. Now, what happened is when they finally retreated, there erupted a cheer from the Confederate line, because for so long they didn't think much of their Union enemies. They thought they were all a bunch of cowards, but the bravery the Irish Brigade showed in this situation, they erupted a cheer from the Confederate line. And it's also helped serve to help people understand just how dedicated the Irish were, help them see what the Irish were all about. This helped change our national perspective of the Irish. They began to see them as devoted American citizens and no longer the ne'er-do-wells that a lot of people thought they were. This battle, this charge that they made up to this wall helped change the national position, the international position, because it was even published in the British newspapers about how well the Irish did. And so from that time forward, I mean, the Union commanders, they always want to know where the Irish Brigade was. There was one commander who always asked, "Where are my green flags?" Just so he can know where the Irish Brigades were. So those are some things that happened just at this very wall, just how much of a specific significance this wall made. There you go.